So hi everybody and welcome back to C++ tutorials for absolute beginners. This is video 311 and we continue in this video with our practice, which we already started in our last video, and we are practicing value categories. And again, I show you here the question. You try to answer as good as you can, pause the video, and then I will of course pause not the video and just continue to the answer. Okay, let's get into it. Here it says, I copied it again just from this site here. We are going here down all the examples so that we get a feeling, and of course we are repeating all the things what we already learned, and very important as well, we are learning now a little bit wording, what I mean, this formal the formal words here, how they use it, and we will try to understand them. All right, let's get into it. So first of all, we have here this question. It says here a function call. So what was I try to answer what is a function call? Overloaded operator expression. Try to remember what is an overloaded operator expression, whose return type is L-value reference, and remember what is a return type and what means here L-value reference. These are the words which you try to understand first, and then here is the question. Make a code example. Again, you can use ChatGPT or something like that, or in your case, because we are repeating, don't use ChatGPT, only if you already know it very well, but make it yourself. We are practicing here, so try yourself. I will use ChatGPT so I don't waste time, and then here and explain the value category. And yeah, because when you make these examples for this one here, try to explain what is value category. And here's an additional question. It says here, is this a function call, this one? And if you say not, then try to explain it. If you say yes, try to explain it as well. So pause the video, try to do as good as you can. Don't worry if it's wrong or right. Important is it is right. But yeah, we will try to answer it. And again, try to use all-time good C++ books, online resources to see what is the real answer or extend your knowledge. All right, that was enough talk, and now we go into it. I go to the solutions. So first of all, let's try to understand all these words here. I copied it just from here. So it says here, what is a function call? Make fast an example. Function call example would be something, let's say we have a function f, and this is the function call. This is just a call without without anything. We just call the function. Okay, function call itself, it's okay. Or an overloaded operator expression. What is an overloaded operator expression? Again, here the word is operator. I hope you remember we have discovered operator. You can use operators to overload, for example, the plus sign. You can use it to concatenate. For example, the string class has overloaded the operator plus to concatenate concatenated string values. Or here, this one, this our cout, this angel brackets, this double one, is also overloaded because we are using it to indicate that we want to print out something and all this kind of stuff. Okay, we will see here an example in a moment. So, and what is the type? Return type is an L-value reference. What is an L-value reference? I hope you remember, if L-value reference means all time, you write the type and ampersand. And yeah, and here are an example. This one we don't understand right now because they are using templates we have not discovered, but important is this one is, let's say, the type, and you can see they are using also an ampersand. That would be an L value reference because we are in ampersand. But now we go to a real example, and like I said, I used ChatGPT, and here is an example what ChatGPT created. I hope you created your own, and it created here. And again, side note to ChatGPT, it makes sometimes wrong. That's why you have to correct it or try to understand it, what it is really doing. And here is this ChatGPT example. It says here class, okay, private, a variable count, constructor with the parameter to initialize this counter, and here is the initializer. And you can see we are initializing it not in the body. We could initialize it here as well, but this one is constructor initializer. Okay, and then we have here, what is that? Try to explain this. Okay, you see it instantly, I hope. Here is the word operator. That is exactly our overloaded operator expression here. And we see here one more thing actually, not only the overloaded operator expression, we see here also an L value reference, because we have here a return type and we have an ampersand. Before we called it just reference, now L value reference. Why we call it now L value reference? Because we are distinguishing now R value reference and L value reference. This one is L value, okay, and let's see what we have here. Here is also this, remember what this is used, it is this pointer, this pointer is pointing all time to the object. Let's say we create here a counter object, and this one will point to this counter object which we created. And why is this so nice to have this one? For example, in this example here, this overloaded operator with the L value reference, we learned something special here. And what is this again? Remember, it works with this, it is chaining. You can chain the output. What I mean with chaining is you can write plus 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 again after this one is returned. We will see an example in a moment. And here we have just what? A normal function. You can see my house number. I return the count, which is here the private value, and I use it in L value reference. Okay, and then we have here one more function. What is that? This is just a void function, and here this plain normal function, which we know it is const. It is a const function. Okay, and then here what we do here, we create an object. Okay, we pass in the argument 5, which is, what is this 5, by the way? Value category of 5. I hope you see it instantly. 5 itself is a PR value, right? Because it is just created here temporarily and passed in. You can see it there. It was not before created or something like that and saved in a variable. Okay, and then we have here this object, and now we take this object and look what happens here. That was what I told you before. When you see something like that, this is only possible with chaining, and it was this overloaded operator with the return value is an L value. So, and important, we are using as well this. It is pointing back to the object. How this works again, remember, we call it the my counter, and then it finds the plus, but it checks in the class here object is if there is a plus. Yes, it finds this overloaded operator, and then it's doing the body here. Okay, it says, okay, you want count plus the value, which is then yes, adding the value to this count here, and then it is returning this. And what is this returning? Actually, after this one, it is returning the same object here again. So after this one, this object here is again here, and you can call again plus, because then you can, it checks again. Yes, I find it again. After this one, it is calling, it is checking again if it finds a plus. Yes, you have a plus, and so on. You see that is this chaining, what we see in much. The same thing with cout, by the way. You can see std cout, it finds in the class std cout this one here, this angel bracket, and then it is returning this one again. So with other words, after this one here, it is returned the std cout object, then it finds this one again, it goes in, it finds again this overloaded operator here, and then it returns this one here, and so on. You can see similar to this plus, just with another thing. All right, I hope you remember all this kind of stuff. And yeah, and here we just call this, and okay, I think that's it. And here is just an output, and here is, that was this example. So I hope that it was not too difficult. And we can go on. Let's do one more question in this video, which is the third one. It says here, built-in assignment operator. I hope you know what a built-in assignment operator is, and compound assignment expression. So try to understand these two words first, and then explain what these words are. Okay, these two words, and make a code example. It is best all time try to do the code example first yourself. If you don't know it, just watch it, ask ChatGPT or online resources, and then try to understand it. That's also a good exercise. And we go, of course, pause the video again. Of course, I don't pause it, and I go to the answer. So my answer is here. You can see here. First of all, let's start here with the built-in assignment operator. So the built-in assignment operator, it's very simple. It's the equal sign. We know it means here assignment, and it's the built-in assignment because you can also create a user-defined assignment. We know this as well. You can overload the assignment operator, I think, and then use your own assignment. The next thing is here the compound assignment expression. Here you can see this one here, the second one. It is the compound assignment. Why it is called compound? You can see it is not just one operator. Here are two operators, and this is the shortcut for what? A equal A plus B. A plus B. So I hope you remember this one. This here is exactly the same thing here, but they made it shorter with this compound assignment operator. All right, this, and there are many other operators as well. So let's see. Okay, we have this. Then let's talk about the value categories. We have not talked about the value categories. So have we a question here? Not about the value categories. No, we have not. But anyway, we make it so. Now we have this both expressions here. So explain here what kind of value categories we have here. So think about it. This one here, the built-in assignment operator expression is an L value. The question is, so why is this an L value? Most time the reason is, first of all, you start with A. A is in left side is an L value, has the L value category, and which means it has a storage place, and we as a programmer can access it. And here B, we are assigning now to this A in this case perhaps another variable, but we have here options. For an L value we can assign actually another L value. For example, B is an L value, or we could also assign an R value, right? There is no problem with an L value assignment. Both are valid. And yeah, here is an example. I think it says here A is the whole expression where A is an L value and B can be an L value and R value. Yes. Here, one more thing. When I say here B can be an L value or R value, this R value now, be careful. We are talking about an R value. We are not talking about PR value. R value means all time, PR value or X value, both. So if you want, just point out it is a PR value. For example, I have made here an example. We have here int A equal 5. This one here, this 5 was not defined anywhere before. It is just temporarily created here. This is a PR value. It is, you can so when you say this is an R value, you are not wrong, but also not perfectly right. What I mean with that is because an R value can be an PR value or an X value, and you have not specified it. If you want to specify something like that, you call it PR value from now on, because we distinguish now X value and PR value later. Okay, so we have this one here. So this, and very important is x value and PR value are temporary values. That's the important part here. And here you can see I create here another object B, again a PR value. Here I assign A to B, so you can see this one B is an L value because I created it before, and you can see I can assign here an L value or an PR value, but even an X value if you create anyhow an X value. I think that's good. So if you have any questions like all time, write in the comment section, and of course we will go on with these examples here that you see a little bit more examples. And with that said, I say bye, have fun, and like all time, never give up. See you.